Alright, I'm gonna make this intro quick, but I just want to say that, one, I do not like the Jeff the Killer image. I don't know why. It used to be, not so scary before, but lately I just find it terrifying. I don't know why. It just gives me chills. Second, I was happy a couple months ago, scrolling on YouTube, in my phone, chilling, until I saw that same image. I saw those eyes, those iconic eyes, peering in that thumbnail, and I was like, what the hell, man? How did it find me? After all these years, how did it find me? I hate it. So I looked at the title, covered it up, covered my phone. I didn't want to see that image again, and then I found out it was my boy, Blame It on Jorge, who uploaded it. It was a video called "Where Did This Image Come From?" And I know that I heard it before in his Lost Media Iceberg video, and he did mention Jeff the Killer, but I just listened to it. I didn't watch it, so that Jeff the Killer image just surprised me a couple months ago with his latest video. And I'm gonna be honest, I did listen to it. Just listened. I didn't watch the video. But that was like a couple months ago, and I kind of forgot the details. So I was thinking, maybe this will be a fun video for me to react to. And folks, I have never done a reaction video before, so this will be fun. I'm not one to make big reactions. I mean, the most excited I ever get is just whenever I'm watching a fun movie or something, but I'm pretty sure, since this is a very scary image, this might be a funny video. I don't know. If it's not that funny, then I won't upload it. But yeah, with that said, let's get to the reaction. Okay, I'm typing in Blame It on Jorge, George, whatever you got to call him. Oh my god, there it is. There it is. Where did this image come from? I don't know. You tell me. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Alright. 3, 2, 1.
This video is brought to you by Kamikoto Knives.
Kamikoto.
The coolest product I've ever sponsored.
Nice.
Kamikoto makes these beautiful heavy-duty kitchen knives made of steel sourced from Japan, giving them a very distinct feel and look. Each blade comes in this cool ashwood
supports
box
him
for
too.
safe storage.
Those are some cool looking knives too.
But it also
and you get
makes for
a
a
kit
good gift
certificate.
because of how it opens up.
Nice.
The handle is light and comfortable. The storage feels secured, and as someone who does a lot of cooking, the blade is super sharp.
Not blaming you, even though that is your name.
Multi-step process. Kamikoto is so confident about the quality of their knives that each one comes with a lifelong guarantee.
May look ordinary, but if it's sharp, it's sharp. Even the related videos are creeping me out. I don't like it. There's another video called "Where Did This Image Come From?" but it's something. I have no idea what it is. I don't know. And there's Eratus, whatever it is. It's ERRATAS. That weird looking guy, that papyrus guy. Kamikoto. Oh my gosh. Oh no. This is gonna be terrible. I should take off my glasses for this, but for the sake of entertainment, fuck.
If you grew up with the earlier years of YouTube, then you may remember a small fad called creepypastas.
That's right. Yep.
They were online horror stories spread across the internet, and at the time were incredibly popular on YouTube.
Yeah, there's that red guy, the
Nowadays,
cursed video.
They've mostly fallen out of favor and have faded to internet history.
Evil dogs.
That is, except for Jeff the Killer.
Yeah.
The story of a 13-year-old murderer with a severely disfigured face. The character has been revived into relevancy, not due to his story, but the image accompanying the story.
Don't zoom in.
For the past several years, people have been trying to find where exactly this image came from. The search has been long and arduous,
Yeah.
and I'm far from the first to have talked about it. Let's start
Fortune.
with the basics.
The worst
The
websites out there.
Creepypasta Wiki states that the story originated in 2011. We all know how it goes. Jeff and his family moved to a new
Good
town
God.
where he and his brother get terrorized by local bullies. During one of these attacks, Jeff gets acid on his face and then gets lit on fire.
I hate that because
causing him
my
to go
name's Jeff.
insane and giving birth to
I don't want to
his
share the name
iconic
with this
look.
psycho.
He carves a smile in his mouth, kills his family, and goes on a murder spree.
Yeah, this
The
story
character
is...
Jeff has gone on to become the face of the creepypasta community.
It's silly. It's a silly story.
Various spin-offs, sequels, and fan-made projects have been made due to the story's popularity.
The fan-made art
However,
is much better
this
looking.
isn't even the original story. According to its author, a Newgrounds user named Seswar, he first posted about Jeff the Killer back in 2008.
Yeah, great.
He writes, "The story of old Jeffy. He enjoys horror such as ghost stories or slasher films. Have you ever met him in person? This man is what other people call bizarre.
Yeah.
He's like a Bloody Mary game, except you must perform it in the closet, turn off the lights, and sit down cross-legged.
Hell no, I won't do
Repeat
it.
the saying 3 times while turning your head back and forth.
I'm not a fool.
Quote, he's in here with me. After the saying, close your eyes and call out the name Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
He'll appear by putting his face right up to you and proceed to yell and try to chant harm at you. To make him stop is to stand there and compliment him.
No.
Not doing so will result in a nightmarish field trip. You do the rest
Let's go
from
for a ride,
their worms."
You know?
I'm not even sure what that last sentence means. Nevertheless, it can be safely assumed that Seswar has the original photo,
Yeah.
right? Well, what did it look like?
Don't know. I mean, I thought I saw the original picture.
When the internet began investigating this mystery, plenty of early leads were considered.
Oh look, it's overly
But
attached
the one that
girlfriend.
really stood out involved a supposed woman named Katie Robinson. The story goes that back in early 2008, Robinson posted this photo of herself on 4chan's B or Random board.
Mm-hmm.
4chan users proceeded to ridicule her by heavily editing the photo into presumably the iconic Jeff the Killer image.
Now, might I say that whoever
Sometime
edited
later,
this
a
video,
post was made onto
maybe it's
4chan
George himself,
by someone
but
claiming to be Robinson's
it's great. I love his
sister.
production.
The user writes, "Attention 4chan. Yesterday, I found my sister in her room crying her eyes out. I asked her why she was feeling down, and she said it was because she is fat. I became furious, demanding she tell me who was making fun of her. She said that she posted her pictures on a website called 4chan.org. She continued to say that the website made fun of her and posted shots of her picture.
Mm-hmm. That's why
I'm
4chan
appalled.
is the worst.
Take a good look at
I mean,
this picture.
I don't know if that
this
story
beautiful
is, story
woman,
is
my
true,
sister,
but it
committed
is true that
suicide
4chan is
later
terrible.
last night." For a while, this was commonly believed to be the origin
How?
of the Jeff the Killer image.
How would you doctor
However,
that photo into
there was
that?
never any proof of her death or her existence. When Googling Katie Robinson, most search results were just about the Jeff the Killer image mystery. Despite this, the urban legend persisted. To muddy the timeline further, Siswar was interviewed by fellow YouTuber Scare Theater in late 2015.
Mm-hmm.
During this interview, Scare Theater asked, quote, "The picture you used in your original Jeff the Killer video has become the iconic picture for Jeff. Where did you get the picture?" Seswal responded, quote, "The picture was made using a white latex mask and some big plastic eyes with a rubber substance that simulated blinking.
Nah, man.
There was also
That picture is photoshopped, for sure.
Exposed red eyelid. After it was made, 2 or 3 pictures were taken and posted.
There's no way that's
in the
organic.
rest of history.
You can see the blend.
Scare Theater
No?
asks, there has been some controversy over the picture.
Blend,
Apparently, the
liquefy.
picture is a photoshopped version of a girl named Katie Robinson,
Oh,
who
photoshopped.
was bullied and eventually killed herself.
From what? I don't know.
about this? If so, do you have anything to say about this? Cecil responds, "I know all too well about this little inconvenience of a rumor, and I can assure everyone when I say that the rumor is completely bogus. I have no idea who came up with the rumor. It's most likely a troll, seeing as the person who got the information on the Katie Robinson rumor was a 4chan regular, and they're not exactly someone to take serious at all.
Okay.
While it's never directly stated, it is implied that Seswar took the photo himself using a white latex mask.
White latex.
Furthermore, in late 2019,
That ain't
YouTuber
true.
Gage uploaded an interview with Heather White, the true identity of Katie Robinson. White said her photo was stolen from her MySpace account and re-uploaded to 4chan as a sick prank. The Katie Robinson suicide story was entirely fabricated.
Well, that's good.
Moreover, her photo can be traced back to a parody website called True Christian back in 2004, where a pastor, quote-unquote, says some really nasty stuff.
Yeah, okay.
All in all,
That's
this
the second
lead has
worst
been thoroughly
website out
disputed,
there.
and it's good to hear that she's alive and well.
Yeah, that's good.
So, mystery solved. Seswar made the Jeff the Killer image himself and posted it back in 2008.
Yeah.
In an interview with UK Horror Scene, he says, quote, "The pictures taken were long gone, and the mask was put in the closet after use, so it's definitely long gone. If I had that mask with me, there's no telling how valuable it would be."
Says, why are you lying?
This is where things start to get weird. Sometime later,
Oh, man.
a strange YouTube video translated as NNN Special Broadcast was found. This video was uploaded in August of 2007, and at around the 4-minute mark, the Jeff the Killer image briefly appears.
Where? Fuck.
At the time, this was the earliest known instance of the image appearing online, predating Seswar's story. Now, the NNN Special Broadcast is actually an urban legend in Japan.
Ugh.
The story goes that, late one night, a Japanese citizen turned on the TV only to find nothing but static.
Japanese urban
Suddenly,
legends are the
colored
scariest
bars
too.
appeared on screen,
I wouldn't be surprised if that
followed by
image
an
came
image
from
of some
Japan.
kind of factory
Oh my gosh.
and a scrolling list of names. This went on for several minutes before ending with text, saying something along the lines of, "This is towards the future," or "These are tomorrow's victims."
Great. Okay.
The broadcast would suddenly end, and static resumed. Our video accurately follows the myth, and even throws in some spooky imagery and music for show. But it's merely a fan-made recreation, obviously inspired by the legend. In the end, there's even text saying so, and that all the names were fictional. Regardless of the video's backstory, it reignited the search for the original Jeff the Killer image. Furthermore, this was the first instance of the image potentially being of Japanese origin.
That's my theory. I mean, it's not much of a theory.
2 years prior, in November of 2005, the image can be seen again
Wow. Oh
on a
my
strange
god.
website called pia.cc, posted by a user named Mr. Omega Volt. This was found by 4chan Anon in 2018. What's peculiar about this specific image is that by looking at its exit data, some interesting details can be found. First, this image was made using Photoshop 6.0, which was released all the way back in 2000. So
Yep,
perhaps
it's
Jeff the
Photoshopped.
Killer is a few
That ain't
years
no
older,
mask.
or whoever created the
This is
image
why you a liar.
simply used an older version of Photoshop. Second, it seems as if Jeff the Killer went by a different name at one point. Pretty Face.
Okay.
Some wonder if this name derives from the famous Japanese urban legend, the Slipmouth Woman, the story of a woman whose mouth is slashed from ear to ear. She'll ask her victims if she's pretty, and depending on their response, she'll either kill them or let them free. So maybe Jeff has something to do with this legend, but this is pure speculation.
She looks hot compared to Jeff the Killer.
Back to the
Like
website.
that. Oh my gosh.
Searchers began to
I'm
comb
telling
through
you.
it in search of any other leads, and found this.
Holy.
This is a second, earlier version of the image,
Yeah, no.
posted by a user named Mr. Mulholland in September of 2005. It goes by the name White Powder 2. Compared to the first version, the eyes are completely different. The mouth isn't as distorted, and there are slightly fewer shadows on the face. Funny enough, a 5chan thread for the occult and paranormal has a broken link to an image called Pretty Face. And by using the Wayback Machine, this link did in fact lead to this version of Jeff the Killer. Now, there are rumors floating around the internet of a third Jeff the Killer image that might predate the first two. But what that image looks like is up to debate. According to a 4chan
I
analyst,
wouldn't be surprised if this image
depict
came
Jeff
from the
sitting
80s.
next to a dirty bathtub, holding something that looked like
seen
a
it in
chunk
the
of
70s.
flesh. He also had grotesquely long fingers. When asked, Sethor added that the, quote, third picture has been long gone, out of my possession. I think the third picture was only posted once on some website, back in 2005-ish? 2006? Not too sure. I would love to see that pic surface someday.
I would.
I also recall there being black, sharp fingernails on the hands too. The injury did take place on both hands, but it was only superficial damage. Burn skin, red skin, so the hands are a little patchy looking due to the acid splashes on parts of the hands. To this day, no such image was ever found, and is largely considered a hoax by the search team.
Right.
Then there's this. Known as Green Night Jeff within the community, some have wondered if it predates the White Powder 2 version from the PA.cc website.
I think I did see this before when I was
some debate,
searching something.
It's generally considered to be a hoax, due to the blurriness of some of the details, especially around Green Night Jeff's jawline. It looks like whoever made this image deliberately blacked out parts of his lower face and clothing. If the White Powder 2 image was made after Green Night Jeff, then whoever made it must have been pretty good at sharpening the image and adding detail, I guess.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
As interest in the mystery garnered attention, a subreddit and a Discord server dedicated to the search were formed.
Oh boy.
Through their efforts, the team uncovered some peculiar findings. First, the Jeff the Killer image can be spotted again on various Japanese websites in August of 2005. This is currently the earliest known date.
Sorry, oh my gosh. Sorry, I had to,
were gathered from people
my camera was about to run out of memory.
Even seen the original image. Admittedly, Google Translate isn't the best, but let's try to take a look at some of them.
Can we look at the dog?
On a Japanese live
I want to see the dog.
The user writes, quote, I remember seeing the image before processing on 2chan from 2004 to 2005, but it was buried in the net. On a thread about internet urban legends, Jeff the Killer was, of course, brought up.
God.
The user writes, quote, the original image of the last one is a do-up photo of an Asian woman with rough hair, loose teeth, and fat dreads that I had seen long ago when the internet began to spread to the general public. Even if I searched for the original image, I couldn't find it at all. I wonder if anyone knows it.
Yeah, it had to be a woman.
But most striking of all are the comments made by Mr. Mulholland, the same user who posted the White Powder 2 image on PA.cc.
You know, a long time ago when I first saw the image, I always thought it was Marilyn Manson.
To inquire about the image. And according to him,
looked like Marilyn Manson.
Quote, to put it simply, in mid-2005, a cropped image of a video of a middle-aged Asian woman appeared in Japan. At that point, her face was white. I edited a little in Photoshop to post to PA.cc. I remember the woman in the video coming up to the camera. I remember watching the video only once, but unfortunately, I don't have it now. It also doesn't seem to exist on the internet.
I understand.
By the way, this image was posted on various bulletin boards as a surprise image. This image was going around as a Japanese meme back then. So to recap, there is a video of an older Asian woman with a distinctive white face.
No jump scares, please.
Who at some point gets close to the camera. A screenshot from that video was taken and edited into an early version of Jeff the Killer. This image was spread across the early Japanese internet as a surprise image before making its way to our internet. And that's pretty much what the search currently is. Unfortunately, I don't have any answers to showcase here. Sorry.
That's alright.
The team is mainly trying to find where this mysterious video, or at least the still of the Asian woman, is. If anyone watching recalls such a video or has any helpful information, let the team know or post the comments. I'm sure they would appreciate it. The Jeff the Killer search, like Cameraheads, has been one of my favorites because of just how odd it is.
Nice,
and
man.
It continues to be.
Nice. Awesome production. Look at his patrons, you know. He has all those patrons, all these nice people giving money to him. It's all good. He deserves it too, and I generally mean that. It is neat. Wayward Soldier, yeah. Okay. I'm just being silly. That's how I calm myself down. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lost media iceberg. There's the lost found media. There's with that deep, demonic-looking woman. She looks creepy. Not as creepy as Jeff the Killer. My gosh, man. Now that I've seen this video, the YouTube's gonna think, hey, you want to see more Jeff the Killer stuff? No. No, I don't. Who is this Doratus guy? Eratus. I don't know. Oh, look. I posted a little comment here. No one liked it though. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so that's it. That's it. So, yeah. That's my reaction to Jeff the Killer video by Blame It on George, or Jorge, whatever you like to call it. But, I hate it. I hate what? What is this? Bruce Pritchard shoots on Rikishi Puppy. I gotta listen to that. It'll probably be a nice little video to calm me down even more, but now that the camera's still on, I did remember watching, seeing fan art of Jeff the Killer and his counterpart Jane the Killer. How does Jane the Killer look like? I want to know. Oh, this? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she looks very pretty. Isn't that something? The female counterpart of a male character is always hotter. But she's not as pretty as my Jane, though. Okay, so that's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching this video, if you watched it all the way through. This is very, very different from what I usually do, but hey, I thought it will be funny to see my genuine reactions to something that kind of scares me. And if it scares you too, I'm sorry. Hopefully this video calmed you down too. I don't know. Exposure therapy. We need exposure therapy. But, it's been fun, but I'm gonna call it a day, and the rest of the videos will be art related, or probably video game related, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, and the streams, don't forget the streams. I'll still be doing art streams. Alright guys, JM out, and goodbye.